Hello, hello, welcome back. Boy, it's been quite the week. Yeah, I know I've been a little bit out of the loop, but I've been busy. I've been working a lot, and I feel blessed to be back out on the road and drawing a little bit more. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for hanging in there. And I'm going to be putting together a commission. It's going to be a shaded commission of 3 faces. And this is going to be for one of the people in Instagram who saw me on here and just said they wanted to get drawn. Like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and get started. And if you guys want to support, you're welcome to purchase badges, and I will pin your name to the bottom. So let's get it going. We got this wonderful face. Look at this. Look at this guy. Isn't he adorable? Look at him. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me actually turn on up the brightness so you can see him better. How's that? Yes. Yes, much better. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pose these 3 faces right over here. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be this guy. Her. She's probably going to be at the top. Maybe we can arrange it instead that she's sort of halfway down here, and then one at the top right here. So that's what we're going to need to do. And let's get it. Let's get it done. He's got big eyes. This guy. Look at him. Oh, come on. Zoom in, iPad. Do what I gesture you to do. Yeah, I've been working quite a bit. I'm at a fair right now, and there's some crazy weather coming in, so we happen to be closed for today. So that's, that never happens, unless there's some, craziness going on. And indeed, there's Hurricane Zeta hitting the area. And, I think, we're safe. We're in the house, and well, I wanted to take time and draw some more, draw for you all right here. Catch up on some commissions that have come in. This guy's eyes are huge, huge. He's got like a really good smile. Let's see if we can catch it. Yes, and when he does smile, he has these like little eye bags over here. So it's important to kind of piece together the lips when you draw them. I feel like there's 4 parts to the lips. Well, you could draw 4 lines, for the top of the top lip, the bottom of the top lip, the top of the bottom lip, and the bottom of the bottom lip. So those are the 4 lines that I recommend you do. But there's actually like 3 different sections of muscle, which is the left side of the top and the left and right side of the top, and then just the bottom is pretty much one. And that doesn't apply for everybody, but that is for most people. And I feel like if you stick to that, you can pretty much figure out the rest. Most other people. Yeah, we got him smiling. Awesome. There it is. By the way, for those of you who don't know me and who have come in as new followers, welcome. My name is Alani J, and I'm the world's fastest caricature artist. You guys are welcome to also find me on TikTok and also on YouTube. But go ahead and subscribe over there. YouTube is where I will be posting videos that I have never posted anywhere else. Anywhere else. So go subscribe right now and come back. Go subscribe and hit a like button. Hit a, make sure you watch a few of the videos so you can see what I'm talking about. And this is going to be, switching back to this, is going to be a shaded caricature. But before that, I think we're going to go ahead and draw everybody. And then we'll get everybody's texture. Ooh. Very, very beautiful eyes. I think we're going to do right there. Seems like this is the grandmother, so it seems like they both, the mom and the son, got it from the grandmother, the eyes. So that's kind of interesting. Even the lips, I mean, they look a lot alike, actually. Yeah, you see that? And the eyes, very, very similar. Thank you so much, all of you, for your support. I cannot say thank you enough, in my opinion. I feel like I'm going to get you guys tired of hearing me say thank you, but if that's what you guys get tired of me doing, then that's okay. You know, I'm okay with that. Okay, so this is the bottom of the top lip, and notice that there is a little dip or sort of raised part in the center, just like this guy right here. She's got an amazing smile. Amazing smile. We're going to actually darken the bottom here of the eye, just so that we can really see that it's inside of the bottom lid there. And that kind of creates that smile, you know, sort of scenario. Normally I would actually not even draw the top one unless I've already drawn the bottom, but this was the second picture, so I just wanted to go for it. I think, where should I put the neck? That way? This way? I'm just gonna lay it out right here. Welcome to those of you who are just now joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alani J. Welcome to my Instagram. Really appreciate for those of you who have followed me because you saw my video on a page where I'm over here drawing drawing quickly. Thank you. That's really awesome that you find it interesting. So I'm glad that you're here, and if you love art, please do share this live. Share the arts. I do believe we are the leaders of the world as artists, you know, and I feel like we all need to support each other. So as the leaders of the world, we want to, you know, show the love just like you have already, and make sure you share the message with someone who has not heard of me. What I encourage people to do is because, you know, is to share, mention me on their on their story, because when you do that, then I go ahead and shout you out. So for those of you who did not know that, now you know. You're welcome to shout it out, and I'll go ahead and do the same. Large lips here. Make sure you get the little dip right here, and then the lip. Very similar eyes when it comes to the little bags of their eyes. It looks awesome. So I think it's cool that it's a cool family trait. How about those of you who found me on TikTok? Like, that's really cool in itself. I never thought that TikTok, would explode the way it did. So thank you for the 270,000 followers on there. I'm grateful. I'm beside myself every time I look at it. Like, oh my gosh, people really like caricatures, and I happen to be the one that introduced them to it. Maybe they like me. I don't know. Shoot, I'm nothing interesting in my opinion. My opinion. A lot of people would agree. But thank you so much for your support. Like, that's really amazing. I feel very, very grateful for that. Cool beans. So we did make some marks with the pencil at the beginning, just to position the faces where we kind of wanted them. We're gonna take this kneaded eraser. I really needed it. Let's see how far it can actually go. Oh, there it goes. Man, that was like 2.5 feet. It's insane. And just brush right on top of this graphite. Pick it right up. Just be mindful that this eraser does have an oil kind of base on it, so it's very, very little, it's very minimal. However, you should still know about it and take that into account when you're going to do a piece, because the colors will react to it ever so slightly. But again, you don't want to have too much graphite on there, because it'll react with the graphite and the oil. So just I want you guys to try that out if you have a kneaded eraser. It kind of leaves a little bit of a coat on top, so in those areas you might need to press a little harder, and you'd probably wonder, like, why is this? Why does it feel like this? Well, it's because this is leaving stuff behind on the page, although you may not even be able to see it, but it's there. So I actually, usually encourage a different kind of eraser, the one that you just rub and it leaves the debris. Like, that debris is something, and this just happens to not leave any of that, and that's why I like it. But the other one will actually pick everything up, and it doesn't leave anything behind. There are some that don't erase as good as others, so just try them out and see which one you like best, and actually does the job. Okay, cool. So let's see what else. This is kind of short hair. Let's kind of end it instead like this. The ends right there, sort of flailing forward. Boom, 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 boom. She's got a great smile. I can't stop raving about it. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I almost went to color. I gotta keep in mind it's gonna be a gray piece, gray and black. So we're gonna just push these over so I don't, mess up. Okay, let's get the textures in place. First of all, the lips. Teeth area. All I'm thinking about is the shading, like where, you know, and the form. So where does the light come from? Okay, the top, cool. Now we know that, cool. Now that we know the lighting is coming from the top, now that we know that, now the form will shine through. Now we know that this is an entire piece right here. It goes around this way and then it goes up and around to the top. So that means we're gonna leave a little space on the top right there with that, where that forehead is, so we can put the same lighting on it if we want to. So the top will have these shapes project a shadow right at the bottom here, which is actually not as dark as I'm making, to be honest with you. So let's try to take away some of that. And this is another powerful thing about the kneaded eraser. You know, besides not leaving debris all over your easel, you know, it does pick up quite a bit of the oil-based color you're applying. So keep that in mind. You know, oil goes great with oil. Go figure. These are oil wax pastels, in case you're wondering. These are Caran d'Ache Neo colors, and I always recommend people to just try them out. You don't just ask me for supplies and then, oh, you know, I'm just gonna get that and I'm a super artist all of a sudden. Nah, just you're, as an artist, you gotta practice your craft and ultimately, you know, try to get comfortable with your medium. If you don't get comfortable with your medium, there's no way you're gonna be able to control it. You know, it's just like trying to walk without, you know, using your legs. Like that's, you know, you're not really using your medium unless you're actually using a balanced left and right to step by step to make it to the next level. You know, just gotta try it out. Purchase the stuff, cool, go ahead, you know, that's fine, and learn by doing. Dexter Rothschild was one of the main people who told me, like, just learn by doing. You know, he said one of the best ways to learn. I was like, hey, teach me, and I was like, you know, at the convention, one of the conventions, I'm like, hey, is there anything you can? And he's like, well, you know, the best way you learn is to, you know, is by doing. I was like, oh yeah, well, that's pretty true. So I guess I better get to it. That's pretty much how that went. And that year I created some really fun pieces, and that was all about, I think it wasn't about the traditional medium, it was actually a digital medium that I was asking him about. So felt like that was kind of cool that, you know, it just brought that little bit of wisdom into my life and just put it into perspective that you just have to do it, man. You just gotta try it. Yeah, you will be able to get like the tools, get more comfortable with the tools. We can tell you all that we can tell you, all that we know, and you still won't be able to do it because it takes some skill in practice to gain that skill. So yeah, definitely interesting. Let me go ahead and blend that gray with the black. I think that'll give us a nice kind of darkish and yet dark and a light eyes kind of look. Can you guys hear the wind? It's insane. Shout out to Uncommon Artists, uncommon.artists. Go check out their page and follow right now. Let me see if you guys are actually listening to me. Like, if I go over there, they should have at least one more, at least a few more followers, just from you guys. Uncommon Artists. Hey, their following is going up. Excellent. That's amazing. You guys are awesome. So right now we're at 836, and if I refresh and you guys are actually going over there and following, definitely we'll see a change over here. So shout out, and this is the group I work with while I'm at the events. I'm at an event right now in Pensacola, Florida, So definitely come and see me if you're in Pensacola and get a drawing done. Let's see. Okay, maybe a little later we'll check it out again. Alright. Let's get it going. Let's get it moving. I did a lot of talking, so hopefully I didn't bore you guys. It seems like some of you left. You were so bored. So let's go ahead and keep sharing this live. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. I've zoomed it in for you so you guys can see a little better. Do me a favor. Squint your eyes when looking at this photo right here. Squint your eyes. Now listen to me, okay? Squint your eyes, and I want you to look at it and tell me which color is lighter. The red or his face? Which color is a little lighter? If you squint your eyes, which one is darker, which one's lighter? Go ahead and post it on the comments below right now. Saludos a República Dominicana, mi país bello. Está ahí saludando Randol Parra. Saludos, saludos. Put it in the comments right now. Which one is darker color? Which one's lighter color? Desde Argentina, saludos a Argentina. Okay, so I gave you an exercise and I wanted you to tell me which color is actually darker or lighter on this. So from his face or his shirt, which one is lighter and which one's darker? Put it in the comments below. And what's gonna happen is we gotta determine like what's darker, you know? And this is so bright. Like if you just look at that, it's like, whoa, that's really bright. But you look at his face and it's like, oh, okay, he's a black kid, cool, but you know, right here you could tell it's, you know, he's a little darker, but that's the shadow. That's the shadow. Oh, you're not able to see. Right here, that's the shadow, but this right here in light is actually brighter than the red. Brighter than the red right now. That's awesome. And that's a first step of getting comfortable with values. Values. If you don't know that term and you're an artist, learn the term. It is very, very important. Values. Not like habits, not like what you do each day. Oh man, you have great values as an artist because you draw every day. No. It's not that. It's more like, you know, the shadows and the light. Light values and dark values. That's what I'm talking about. It applies to different things, and in art, values are so important. Even colors have value, you know, and I want you guys to really get comfortable with that. Because in black and white, like the more black and whites you do, the easier it is to do color. And the reason for that is value and form and lighting, and understanding all of that ultimately will lead you to be a better, more accurate color applicator, if you will. You know, it'll allow you to render color better. And the reason for that is the control of the softness and the hardness, and you press hard or press a little bit, and all of that control will carry right on over to when you're ready to do color. So let's move on to the next phase here. This thing is coming apart, might as well. this one might go a little quicker. I don't want to spend too much time on doing the different commissions, but ultimately all I'm saying with that is I will dedicate each of the drawings their time, simply not try to take as longer than it needs to be, so that it could still, because it'll still come out pretty good, given what we already know. The way I've been drawing for such a long time, it just allows me to draw fairly quickly, and I don't have to spend so much time on a piece, which I'm excited about for the future drawings. Big announcement! Oh my gosh! I'm going to start to do drawings on t-shirts. On t-shirts. I'm talking about I will be putting your face on a t-shirt. So I will draw it and then I will print it on the t-shirt. How about that? If you guys want one, let me know in the comments below or DM me directly. Yes, of course, we will need to charge for the drawing itself, and from there we can apply it to the shirt. How you guys doing? Man, all these different things. What's up? Oh, you're not able to see. I'm so sorry. Oh no. That's the face we're drawing right over here. It looks interesting at an angle there, but there we are. My apologies. Sometimes I get too caught up in the drawing and forget you guys are watching and need to see the process. So today is like a commission-a-thon. I mean, I'm gonna be working on quite a few tonight, and I'm super stoked. It's gonna be a mixture of gray and black and gray, and we're gonna also do digital. We're also gonna do color. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a good evening. If you guys want to show some support, go ahead and purchase a badge or 2 or 3 or however many you want. It does help me out quite a bit. So if you guys want to show additional support, that's how you would do it. Also, you can share this live, and if you share it and you tag me on your story, I go ahead and tag you back. That means you get your name also gets exposed, and mine does too, to your fans, and so on and so forth. So we work together on that. All right, let's do it. Someone wants me to draw Usher. Yeah, that's such a good one. I actually haven't done it. Done his face ever. I think that'd be really cool. That'd be really fun to see. We got these amazing lips. Let's go ahead and capture them as well as possible here. And even in these light tones, okay, they're all very, very light because we can see the darkness around it, okay? That's why they look so light. But if you just box that in, you can start to see that there's a little highlight coming up in the front here. There's also the lips shadow right at the top one, and then also where it changes playing from top, it is divided by highlight, and then it starts to dip. So that's what I'm actually going for right now. And that gives that lip a dimension. Cool. And we're actually going to take a little bit more of that black again. We're going to go a little darker, right down there, a little darker, because there's a shadow that's on this side of the face. So that's what we're going to kind of accent right now. We could even go as far as to do this. Ready? Let me actually do it with the gray. Just go all over that. All over this right here until about there. Is that the septum? Is that what that's called? I forget. What is that called? What is that called? Can someone look it up for me? Hook up the lookup. Oh man, I want to hear some salsa right now. Talking about salsa, I had some delicious tacos earlier today. Had some salsa, smoked salsa roja. Oh my gosh. But the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Galloway, put those tacos together. Holy cow, he is good at that, man. Oh my gosh. He really did awesome with those tacos. So good. Do you see what's happening now, right over here? This shadow right there is showing up on this part right here. That's what we're focusing on, because that's where we want the values to go heavy. You know, once those are in and those are pretty well laid out, then all you have to do is lightly go over everything else. Think about the shadow and where the highlight and where the shadows fall, where the lighting is coming from for that. Ultimately, that's what dictates the form. Light dictates the form. So once you put that thought process in there, now you can kind of see that, you know, the forms show up a certain way, and by laying down those lines, now all you have to do is connect the dots, like from here to here to here. You know, there needs to be a very, very light, kind of fuzzy, you know, kind of smooth, not too dark at all, you know, or rather not as dark as this side, you know. So you're just applying it lightly right there, while still capturing the form of the facial features. Cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this so you guys can see that. We're gonna go ahead and do gray right here in the eye area, because she's got very light colored eyes right in the photo here. Here's the thing. Remember I told you to get comfortable with your medium? Like, this is like a brush. See how it's shaped? And what you're doing is simply moving it back and forth, but also rotating it. And you're also moving it like this, pivoting it in one point so that you can from there make it nice and smooth or really sharp. And you want to not only control the front, but you also want to control the back. The back meaning where it changes from this plane to that plane. So right there, that, you want to control that too. Big tip. Big tip. If you need to rewind this when it airs on IGTV, do that. Because it is, that has changed my entire way of coloring by a very, very big shot, level, step, or whatever you want to call it. It's really a big tip. I want you guys to take advantage of that. And the thing is, you don't only do this feel, this practice with just a hard medium. It's also with your brush, even if it's a soft medium, you still get comfortable with the front and the back and the sides and, the upside down of it. Everything is related, everything. Why is the brush the brush? Because it's the entire thing is a utensil for painting, for art. Be creative and do, use it however you want to. I don't have to use that one side only. I don't have to just use this. I could use this. And this is another secret, that you can do lines with that side also. It's just so much you could do. It's just a matter of getting comfortable with your medium and really fitting what you're trying to do. Tell the story possibly quicker by doing, using certain aspects of the color stick. So I've probably taken too long on her right here, and we could go ahead and move on. So once I do this one, once I finish this one, I will try to save the video and post it on YouTube. Aside from that, I'm also going to start another one right after. So definitely stay tuned and stay sharing. Share this live as much as you can. I would greatly appreciate it. You can share it on your story, I think you can share it on your story. All this Instagram knowledge, and I don't know if you can share your live on a story. Actually, I think you can only send it through messages. Yeah, probably messages. Once the IGTV airs, then you can share it on your stories. You guys hear that wind? It's freaking crazy out there. I can hear kind of the thundering of the, of the wind. And that is all she wrote. That would be it for this commission piece. We can add a little bit of a background on it. And that would be it right there. That's it. And we're gonna come back and do another one just like here. I will be talking about it. I will be, showing my process, and hopefully you guys can join me for that. That's coming up in the next 10 minutes. Much love. We'll see you later.